For my final project, you can see that I have created a Canvas course for designed for high school students, specifically 10th grade. And this project is going to be designed to be towards the end of the year, and it's going to be it's a research project really focused on using a lot of independent strategies. The students have already used Canvas throughout the course of the year, so they're fairly familiar. But it's really specifically designed to create an engaging course to get rigorous academic content to the students, but to make it fun by using a zombie theme. So as you can see, the project is titled Zombie-Based Research. I am showing you the student, so you'll be able to see the student is logged in, so you'll see what the screen that they'll actually see. So through the research, I've really tried to focus on creating like a strong narrative that is engaging for students so that they'll enjoy the content. So as you can see, I've created my own new name. My disguise is Dr. Brownowski, and I am a scientist trying to help cure the zombie apocalypse. So as you can see, I've deleted some of the navigation tools so that the students really just focus on what I want them to see, and this way they also navigate through the course using the modules specifically, which is how I want them to navigate it, because each module is prerequisited from the first, so you kind of have to go through it sequentially. So as you scroll down, you will see that to navigate this course, you have to click the zombie head for each week. So we have this organized into 6 different sections. Week 1, week 2 and 3 are combined together. Week 4, week 5, 6 and 7 are together. And then finally, you'll see we have week 8. So to go to each section, all I would need to do is to click on the head of each zombie, and it would take me to that week. You can also see that each week is really focusing on a specific part of the research process. We have first designing a research proposal, annotated bibliography, a rough draft, going through the peer review process, creating a final draft, but then also taking that final draft and making a creative project or a creative representation, and then finally using those speaking and listening standards to actually present their research, but also their creative project to the class. You can see that I've included the standards below that I plan on using. Throughout the course of the year, I've really focused on giving students knowledge of what the standards are, so that way they understand what the expectations are of them. So I'm going to scroll back down and go to week 1. This is the research proposal. When you click on the head of it, it'll just take you straight to the opening page of the module, which is going to be a map. So this way it's very linear. It makes sure the students know exactly what they need to do. So before we actually get into the map, I wanted to show you kind of a fun thing that we did for the students that allows them to create their own zombie avatar that they can then use as their Canvas profile picture to kind of add that element of social media that students love so much. So go ahead and click on the website Zombietar, and it will bring us to this page. So just an interesting, fun way for them to create their own zombie. You can see if I come back, this is the zombie that I created for myself. Kind of looks like me, and included my dog right there. Her name's Darla, but she's zombified. So as you go through here, you just design your zombie in any way that you want, choosing their face color. You can do eyes, eyebrows, so on and so forth. We'll throw a mouth on there, make it nice and scary. And then once they've completed their zombie and gone through all the steps, they would hit save and share. And then they have the option to save a smaller version or a full-size version of their zombie avatar. They can just save it to their device, and from there they'll be able to upload it to Canvas. And yeah, whenever they do it through discussions, you'll be able to see their individual zombie avatar. So it's kind of an engaging assignment to really get them started. As we scroll down, you'll see we then move to the activities. It's just like the home page, where each time you want to go to a new activity, I've linked the zombie head so that you can just click on the zombie and it will take you to that activity. So for this first week, there will be a writing to learn activity. There'll also be a group discussion that they will engage in for the whole week. And then finally, their assessment for the week essentially would be their research proposal. So we'll click on the head and we'll go to the next tab. Oh, also one last thing. I've included a parking lot function. So if there's any questions throughout the course, instead of them having to ask the same question, I've included this parking lot, which will allow them to ask questions on a today's meet. This way, if one section already asked the questions, the students will learn that they can look at the today's meet first, ask a question here, and then I will be going through each day and answering the questions that are being posed. Go ahead and close these. Okay. And this today's meet is on every map page, so for each week they have a link directly to it. We'll go ahead and click on the Writing to Learn activity right on the zombie head. And this is just going to be like a pre-writing activity, really writing to learn, kind of like activating that prior knowledge that they have of what research already is. As 10th graders, they've undoubtedly done research projects before, but this project is really designed to prepare them for a college English 122 course, which would be the research project that they would do in college. So from here, they would be able to see the rubric of how I'm scoring it. It's just a 5-point Writing to Learn activity. And then to submit this particular activity, they would just have a text entry as their option. So they would answer the question, what is research in as much detail as possible? And they'll just post it directly right here. I'm not going to post it, I'm just going to hit next. As a blended learning course, we will be doing instructions in class as well, with some in-class discussions on top of their online discussion that they'll be engaging in. So the first lesson would be, really thinking about what are you interested in and what type of research topics do you care about. Thinking about a social issue that is interesting to you. So we would go over this list. We would have them do a think, pair, share, and really discuss like, hey, what are they interested in? These different topics. So you can read those. And at the bottom, you'll see I've also added the disclaimer. You may also come up with your own research topic, but you must get this approved before you begin your research proposal. So if they're interested in something that is not on this list, they obviously have an opportunity to do that. Go ahead and click next. So for their first discussion, it's going to be a 5-point discussion. It's just a brainstorm. So they're just brainstorming the different topics. They're going to engage in this online discussion throughout the course of the week as they begin their own research. So they may choose a topic and they're going to, outline what their topic they are choosing and why. And really just kind of a real quick discussion. Not a lot of research needed to occur prior to that. Just really thinking about like, hey, what are you thinking so far and why do you care about that? I've also set this up, and I can show you in the teacher view, where there's going to be 10 different groups. This is going to be fun because I'm going to have 5 sections of the class with 20 kids in each class, and with 10 different groups, that'll put 10 students in each group, but they won't be in the same class per se. So we'll have some students in period 1 engaging in an online discussion with the students from period 5. So it'll be a way for them to kind of break down those barriers of those 4 walls that exist and really be able to communicate and collaborate with more than just the bodies they see in their classroom. So I have included that they cannot view other replies until they've at least posted one. That way we have students really engaging in their own work prior. And I've done this for every discussion. Moving forward, this kind of outlines what the research proposal needs to be. So we've continued the zombie theme. Zombies get confused when they have to think about questions. So they're really supposed to pose their topic into the form of an argumentative question that they'll be able to research from there. And then when they submit this assignment, it's going to be a file upload. So they'll be able to upload a Word document. We're going to leave this page. And as you can see, when you hit the next button, it'll go straight to week 3. Or, of course, we can come back to home. And on week 3, they'd be able to just click on the zombie head, and that would take them directly to week 3 as well. Week 2 and 3.